Hello everyone, my beautiful collective spiritual people, my deities, those of you who understand your divinity, that call yourself deities as well, or children of the divine, however you see yourself, having a divine spark, light worker, whatever you are, whoever you are. This is elemental forces. Their messages for you, the earth element. Okay, so this message is coming directly from the earth element, and we're using the gemstone oracle deck to pass on the information. All right. Okay, so we're calling into the earth energy, the earth spirit, things of the mother earth deep within the earth core, to rise up and give the collective the message that the earth spirit, what you have to tell the collective about what's going on, or whatever it is. What message do you have for the collective, my earth spirits, my earth forces? What message do you have? With this raw morganite, sandstone, and amethyst. I'm not too familiar with the raw morganite, but I know the sandstone and the amethyst has a lot to do with your personal power and your crown chakra. So let's look at the message that they have from for you guys, for us here. We're gonna first look at the raw morganite, what it is for. Then we'll have a clue to where we're headed with this message. So the raw morganite is about sensitivity, gentleness, empathy, compassion, the gift of vulnerability, self-forgiveness. Okay, so we already know it's the emotional heart space. Okay. So no matter how hard the rock, over time water can alter it, making a path where there was none before. The appearance of the crystal is a sign that this is a time for you to embrace your sensitivity and gentleness. There is no need to be forceful when you can simply be open to what you are entitled to receive. Allow yourself to be vulnerable as this crystal spirit appears in raw, unpolished form, finding strength in knowing that you do not have to engage in battles that serve no one. You are able to handle whatever dramas are in front of you right now. Your exquisite sensitivity will serve you well, for it allows you to see things as they are. The conscious universe will be gentle with you, and raw morganite spirit is here to let you know that you are not alone and you have a solid foundation beneath you. So express your gifts of empathy and compassion. You are stronger than you know. So this is really bumping up your heart space, right? Energy, you trusting in yourself, knowing that you're always okay. You know, just everything that this card was saying. I feel this is really to strengthen you and to remind you that you are an empath, and you should, you know, allow things to flow to you by trusting and knowing that, you know, like that you're grounded, okay, and you're coming from a space that is deeper within your heart, okay, to living in the flow of this earth, right? So this is like you being open to express this empathetic aspect of you and your compassion overall. Let's go ahead and look at the sandstone. The sandstone is about freedom, breaking through obstacles, the power to overcome limitations, and knowing you can do it. So there's something about, you know, the earth trying to reinforce you and to remind you that you are powerful and that there's nothing you cannot do, is what I'm feeling from both cards so far. But let's go ahead and read a little bit to get more information. Any of us can become so used to being restricted that when we have the potential to move beyond limitations, we stare in disbelief, all right, at the open door of the cage that has held us in captivity for far too long. Have you succumbed to the illusion of scarcity consciousness, inaccurately seeing yourself as stuck in old patterns, telling yourself that the old stories rooted in scarcity thinking? So believe in the universal flow of abundance and enjoy your freedom to choose how you will interact with it. You've got this. So this is like already been said. It's about you gaining that power again, starting to be more optimistic, right? And not repeating negative thought patterns to yourself here, pretty much. Saying all the wrong things to yourself is just affirming all the old radio that you've been playing for years and years. See, as an empath that you are, or a spiritual person that you've become awoken to, that you've always been, you should always trust in the process that you lack nothing. It's not like even trusting, the word is know, that we in the spiritual community always find ourselves getting exactly what we want, or something even better, or something different, and still feeling fulfilled. All we do is ask, and it finds its way to us somehow. Anytime you find yourself like in a crunch, what happens? Something invisible forces put things together, and you're not in that problem anymore. Even sometimes, like, we seem to find ourselves in a whole better situation than what we thought we were going through. So for me personally, I always ride on that miracle, and that allows me to just release and go. I can't go on thinking negatively about myself and still be on a spiritual path. It just doesn't go together. So that's what this thing is talking about. Stepping in that power, knowing what you got and trusting in it, okay? So that you don't repeat the patterns that are not going to get you out of your situation. What good is thinking that you're not going to get what you want and that you never win? What good is that? It didn't do anything for anybody. But it's easy to slowly step back into that thought pattern without you even realizing, if it's something that you've been programming yourself to do for a long time. And you can be on a spiritual path and still have that negative thought pattern going. You're not exempt from it. So it's important that we start to pay attention to what we're thinking. Observe the thoughts during meditations. That will tell you quite a bit. So let's go on to the last message here, which is about the amethyst. So familiarity, unconscious habits, old patterns in need of being released. You see, this is like a continuation of the sandstone here. All right, letting go of old patterns. So autopilot takes over when we require a rest from mental overload, overthinking, negative thought patterns. That's what we're talking about here. While this reaction can serve as well, amethyst spirit brings a reminder to stop surrendering to the familiar. Be mindful. Be mindfully present to the now and examine your habits. Are they working for you the way you want them to? Are you overdue for a new routine? Perhaps a small, simple shift that can make a huge difference. What could you say more often to those you love, or do more often to nurture yourself when your go-to is to sacrifice for others? Okay, when your go-to is to sacrifice for others. Okay, so what habits could you begin to develop today to build your security and increase your prosperity? Can you see how the old habits these replaced should have been discarded long ago? Amethyst spirit message to you is to be conscious of your habits so that you don't, right? So that you don't, hold on guys, I can't see all of a sudden. So that you don't fall asleep to your potential for transformation and healing. You deserve so much more than you have right now. So awaken to your ability to co-create anew. Once one and replaced habit at a time. So take one step at a time, right? And change the patterns that are unfolding one step at a time. This is the way forward here. This is the message of the earth elements. This is what they are telling you. Make the changes one day at a time, one little one. Everything is going to take you forward one step at a time, and you will see that you are transforming, you are believing, you are ending the negative thought patterns, rewriting the old narrative here. All right, stepping into your empath energy and believing and trusting and knowing that you are capable is essential here. So this is all boosting your morale, who you are, where you want to go. All right, and as someone on a spiritual journey, you always have to recheck your thought patterns. You always have to recheck yourself. All right, because you are a reflection, you are oozing off vibration. So what are you oozing off, and what are people picking up? That's the energy here. All right, so that's all that the earth angels have for you today. All right, my collective, thank you so much, and we'll talk later. Bye.